everyone, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about my A6 hobonichi for 2024 and take a look back at how the year went in this book. Okay, so it's definitely like nothing new that I haven't been in and out of a bunch of planners and journals throughout 2024, but the one that I was most consistent with was this A6 hobonichi techo. I was literally obsessed with this thing, but you'll also see that I had to like part ways with it during different, very difficult times in my life throughout the past year. But I wanted to flip through these pages together because this is going to be one of those books where I have had planners and journals in the past and I didn't give two craps about them once the year like came and went. I never reflected back on them, but I find myself flipping back through this book like multiple times, especially as we are in between the week of Christmas and New Year's, and just kind of already missing this book like a whole lot. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So first off, I have the little gifts cover on here from Hobonichi. I don't think that I ever actually switched out of this cover. I fell in love with it instantly and I just love it so much. It has the most interesting variety of creatures on it. And don't be surprised if you see this again in 2025, because even though I have, a couple of other covers for my A6, like this one is probably going to be a favorite for a very long time. Okay, so I actually have, let's see if I can get this out of here. I never take it out of the cover, but I actually have the original one. So the one that's, I don't even know if this is considered the original, but the one with the black cover, or the English version. It's kind of neat because this one has like no color on the pages, and for 2026 I decided, or 2025, oh my gosh, let's not jump forward another year. I decided to go with the original, aka like the manila folder version. I want to put it back in this cover so bad because I don't like seeing it out of the cover, you guys. So of course I didn't have any stickers on the front, but I had some of these pockets that I don't remember where they are from, but I just would kind of stick like little sticky notes that I got in some Happy Mail, and this sticker that I got from Redbubble that says death before decaf. Isn't that the truth? But these have kind of been the things that have been stuck in there since the beginning. I've got some stickers that I had on here throughout the whole year. Again, this one's from Redbubble. I don't remember where this is from. I'll have to look back. Anyway, I need to get another one. This is gonna bother me. I'll figure out where it's from. Never did anything with the year at a glance, but I did reference it. And then these pages that are like a year at a glance, or like a tracker, I kept some medical information in here that I'm just not gonna show, but I didn't use it after April for many reasons that you will see in here. In the beginning, in the monthly pages, I loved using this for gratitude every single day. This was just fun to look at and something that I may do again for 2025. I really liked this. Again, I wish I had stuck with it longer, but again, I had to take a break from using the book because of various things that happened throughout the year. And so I did come back to it again in June, but again, I was dealing with a lot. So let's jump into the daily pages. I think I got this, yes, I always write my source for things on here so that I don't forget, but I got this from Natasha in Your Phone. I thought it'd be really cool to start the year off like that. I did put like how much gas cost. Oh my God, it is so much cheaper now in the month of December 2024. When I am recording this, I am just kind of blown away because it is way less than that now. I need to look at how the cost of eggs is looking, since that was such a big concern for folks. Yeah. Movie tickets, a gallon of milk. A gallon of milk isn't even, I don't know. Well, it says world current, so that is definitely not, it's not $4.33 where we're at. I'm just gonna say that it's much cheaper. I started off hopeful that I could fit prompts in here if you see my 2025 video, you'll see that I'm gonna have prompts kind of pushed into my hobonichi cousin because I think that that's where it's gonna belong. I loved doing this. I think I want to do it again in my next A6 that just kind of breaks down what I'm gonna do with each of my books. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. This doodle page, oh my god, I cannot doodle, so do not judge me. Like, that's a sticker. I definitely didn't do that. I got this idea from Kelsey Doodles. I don't know that I'll do this again because me and doodling are not friends, but it was just kind of things I'll do daily for 2024. Okay, when we first started in this book, okay, it was like mayhem, pure mayhem. And I really enjoyed it. I wasn't trying to get cutesy. It was every day, just kind of, let's just jump in here and see what happens. I tried to like neaten things up a little bit here and there, and it just kind of chaos. And I kind of loved it. I really did kind of love it. And then sometimes it would just get really like, I was sick, so I wasn't planning a whole lot and had to take, you know, some time off, and I just embraced letting some of these pages be what they are, which was sometimes just blank, you know. Did some traveling, didn't always have my book with me. And again, I just use this as a daily task book, not a whole lot of things going on. This was kind of cool. I would just document little things like, yay, I was accepted into the TikTok creativity program. I haven't made a dime off TikTok until this past month, so it literally took almost a year. Anyway, that's a topic for another day since that app may not be around much longer. Again, just kind of keeping it very much a to-do type of book, and I really liked it. And I would like pick a color for the week or the day. We sold our house in Missouri. This was like, I'm telling you, such a good way to start the month of March, because it did not, March did not end up going as planned when we got our new phones. Super simple. Again, just kind of keeping it very like task oriented, like home task, work tasks, you know, things for social media so that I could stay on top of those things. And then I would like skip a few days, and then came March 21st when I went in for my mammogram. And even I couldn't even letter it. Like, I was just a mess after that. It was not the greatest day. I didn't journal or do anything the next day because I got some pretty like I pretty much got like the news then, like something is wrong, but they weren't allowed to officially say at that point. So Kayla and I took a girls trip to Waco to Magnolia Market, had a biopsy literally that Monday. Like, that's how quickly things were moving. I think I've shared the timeline, but never actually showed it like in my journal. And I would just write how I was feeling. I was scared. I just wanted this to be over. Like, I got my biopsy results the next day. At that point, they were already like, we have to actually do another biopsy. So this was all in the span of 5 days. And then they let me know that I had to have an MRI like immediately. And at that point, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but like BIRAD level was a 4. And that left so many question marks. If you know anything about radiology, being at a 4 is like, it could be cancer, but we're not 100% sure. So let's poke around some more. That was not fun. And so they called me literally the next day to schedule the second biopsy and the MRI. So I was writing down all of that because I had to find a way to keep track of it. Not even 2 days later, I had my MRI. Again, things were moving fast because they knew something was not well. I had my MRI that day, got the results the very next day, and it was upgraded to a 5. And they were able to tell me that the size of the area where the cancer had spread was 9 centimeters at that time. And they gave me 2 possible diagnoses, which was ductal carcinoma or invasive carcinoma. At that point, we did not know. And I still had to have my second biopsy to get an official diagnosis, even though my MRI results were like abnormal. There's this huge area of concern. A lot of people, when I say 9 centimeters, they think I mean a tumor was 9 centimeters. My God, no. This cancer remained in my milk duct, but it was spread across 9 centimeters. Okay. glad we cleared that up. Anyway, I continued to try to plan and kind of started, you know, sprinkling in random thoughts. At times I just couldn't plan at all. And then on April 11th is when I was officially diagnosed with breast cancer, and I was diagnosed with the highest grade of ductal carcinoma, which is grade 3. And at that point it was almost 10 centimeters. I don't think I wrote that in here. But anyway, I didn't have much to say. And then you will see, when something catastrophic happened, I stopped planning. I just stopped planning because I just couldn't fathom writing anything down at all for at least a month or so. It was just too hard. In June, I tried to jump back into things, but I was also about to have my double mastectomy. And so I was like, maybe I could just pour something different into this book and, you know, try to use the book a little bit more and lean on it as more of a therapy tool. I had my double mastectomy on June 4th. And again, not really planning. I couldn't even hold a pen at this point. A lot of this, like going back, was just me filling the pages. Ended up in the emergency room just a couple days later because one of my drains tried to take me out. And I started to feel better about the second week after. I got this idea from Posh Plans, this like choose your thoughts kind of thing here. I think she posted it in one of the Facebook groups, and I just loved everything about it, and so I wrote it down in my journal. And then I got to have my drains removed the next day, and I think this is when I started to feel like, okay, this book could really be something good for me. And I would just kind of write down, because I was on medical leave at that time from work and bed rotting a lot. It was on my to-do list quite a bit. We got some eating out to do because I wasn't cooking, couldn't even, you know, hold anything at the time. I did dive into polishing my nails a lot. I watched a lot of Reba. I watched every season of Reba while I was recovering from my double mastectomy. And then just kind of jumped into trying to give these books a little bit more, or these pages a little bit more love. And then we lost our beloved Bruiser just a couple weeks after my double mastectomy. And again, I could not touch my journal. Some of these pages, I literally like used some paint markers in here just a couple weeks ago. I did not plan in here for months because I could not look at this page for such a long time. I get like very, very just emotional just thinking about it because it was just so sudden and difficult. And even though he was our old man for such a long time, it was hard to look back at these pages. So I did jump into just a lot of filling some of the pages with paint marker. I was gifted some paint markers, and so I just kind of started going back in there and filling those pages. But I did not come back to this book for a while because, again, it was just too difficult. But then October came around and I was like, I'm kind of feeling like, let's see, I had my second reconstructive surgery on September 13th. I didn't even write that in here, but I'll probably do something on this page just to kind of talk about that briefly. But I was ready to come back to this book in October. There was just like so much inspiration all over the internet. And I even wrote in here, I wanted to come back to this book for so long, but I haven't been able to touch it since we lost Bruiser. Okay. And then I tried to just like journal in it. And then I was like, let's add some photos. I did a breast cancer survivor walk with my entire family, and I enjoyed this moment so much. And I think that that's what kickstarted helping me get back into the book. And then I really was like, oh, could I fit prompts in here? It was a little too hard. So I focused more on to-dos, and then I got this inspiration from Shelby on paper to put football game scores in here whenever we watch those games. I got really into college football this past year, watching it with my family. It was so much fun, and I thought, you know what, this is going to be cute to add those to the pages. And then I went back to work, and I thought this will kind of get me back, you know, out of that slump. And I went in so hard into this book, and I love it. This is where I saw myself really thriving in here, and just loving every single moment in this book. I was like, oh, A6 could like never work for me, and I made it work, and it truly became one of my favorite books of like literally planning in the last couple of years. I'm not gonna lie. And that's why I know that this book is gonna be a huge staple in my planning for 2025. Like, this was so much fun. Like, I wanted to like take this little, I think I found this on Threads, this little screenshot when Kamala Harris was on SNL. I loved it so much, and her smile in this photo, I was like, this is just pure gold. I love it. And then of course, you know, the election came and went. That's how I feel. It was a fucking dumpster fire. There's no real cute way to say it. If you don't agree, I don't care. I got a gorgeous mug from Amy, y'all. She makes some of the most beautiful ceramic, just beautiful art, cups, decor, ornaments, all of those things. Definitely check her out. And then yeah, just kind of continued on with planning, a mixture of how I was feeling with a schedule and little things that would be like in the news that I kind of wanted to document. I kind of loved putting those things in there. And then, you know, just documenting trips and more football games and doing this fun weekly report that I think I saw from my friend Maddie on TikTok. I'll try to find her handle, but I'm sure a lot of you already follow her. But this weekly report literally takes the word report and is you're doing reading, eating, playing, obsessing, recommending, and treating. I bought my first bottle of Glossier perfume, and oh my God, I'm addicted. I'm a changed woman. Anyway, yeah, some days I didn't get to fill it up as much as I wanted to. Some days I would just fill it with, like, I couldn't get this Domingo skit out of my brain from SNL. And then sometimes I would just journal and add a bunch of stickers and just have fun with coloring and lettering. This was so funny. Like, my mom and I were sharing what our voting stickers looked like, and hers was like so much cooler than ours. And when she came for Thanksgiving, she gave me her sticker as a gift. I think that this is so freaking cute. That's just how it's been going. And then we jump into December. If I didn't have time to plan and things like that, I would do things like this, like the holiday movie list. I think we watched all but like 5 from this list. I love this book, y'all. I did my Spotify Wrapped, which was literally the Cowboy Carter album. Like, hello. It's pretty much all I listen to, and I feel bad because I listen to it also like on Apple Music, and yeah, a combination of the two. So I feel like this number is not accurate, and that kind of bothers my soul. We went and saw Wicked. I should have put our tickets in here, so I might tuck a page in here and add our movie tickets. We'll see. But this was so much fun. I did a weekly recap where I just did like rainbow hearts with paint marker, also a favorite. I enrolled in college. Like, who am I? Like, this year literally started off like the roller coaster ride that I wanted off on, like exceptionally quick. And then this end of the year, I was like, this is what I needed. This is what I needed, right? I am cancer free. I'm back in college. I have 2 amazing children and an amazing husband and a child who was able to move out and is thriving. And I'm gonna start crying again, and we're not gonna do that in this video. But anyway, I tried to get neat with it. It didn't last. I really try to like neaten up my pages some days, and then I'm like, who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Yeah, and I just, again, this was like one of my favorite pages. We spent like the day, like literally on the 21st, getting our act together and getting ready for Christmas, and it was like pure chaos. Like, we had lunch at a great restaurant. We did like, it felt like a supermarket sweep of Christmas shopping, but we got it done. And then there was baking everything for Christmas. And then this is probably going to be one of my favorite Christmas pages of all time. But Kayla came home with her boyfriend for Christmas, and then our friends Danny and Jonathan surprised us with a little quick stop by for a few hours. So they joined us to eat and just chit chat and have fun. And oh my God, it was the best, the absolute best. And then I was working on my vision board, and in my many failed attempts to size it the proper way, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna tuck it in here to like kind of keep a memory that I worked on my vision board for the upcoming year. And yeah, I just love that so much. Anyway, this is where we are today. I started using these book stickers. These are supposed to be for star ratings from this sticker party, and I have started rating my days on a scale of like no stars to 5 stars, and I think I'm going to carry that into 2025. I just love that. So if you're wondering where the stars are from, it's a roll of washi tape that you can get from the sticker party, and it is awesome. And now we literally just have, what, 4 days left in this book, and I'm just so thankful for it and all of the memories that it holds for 2024. And I hope that you enjoyed kind of walking through this journey with me and how 2024 went. It was definitely a wild ride, and I don't know what 2025 has in store, but if it is boring as hell, I will not be mad. I will not be mad. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this kind of look back at how 2024 went in my A6 hobonichi. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are already subscribed, make sure you click that notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.